Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Happy Father's Day. We back. I just felt like doing another live, so, I don't know how long this one's going to be, but we working, we mobbing. Let's get it. It was crying in there. On media, they was crying. Yeah. They was crying in there. Happy Father's Day to everybody. All the fathers that hold it down. Yeah, I just want to shoot the breeze. Say what up. I did a morning show, so make sure you guys watch the replay if you missed that one. Let's get it. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I feel good. I feel sharp. Sir, what up? Brother Moses, happy Father's Day. Mike from Boston. Salute. Vegas with you. And I'm with Vegas. Shout out to Vegas. My second home. LA and Vegas, they like my second homes. Still West Side, though. Still West Side. Let's get it. Yeah, man. I just want to talk. I just feel like getting on here and talk. I do what I want. I talk about what I want. And right now, listen, this whole pandemic, I think in the end, this is going to be good for boxing. It's already good because it's filtering, not the pandemic in terms of what it's doing to people's life, the actual, people who are affected by it. But what I'm saying, what it's doing to boxing, because right now it's survival of the fittest. You got to come with it. Come on, Cletus. And I think it's filtering out some of the stuff, some of the weak shit that has been in boxing. I told you on my last stream, and I'm going to keep saying it, I'm not really for that, the clout chasing. The clout chasing in boxing is just getting too insane. It's like people talking about fights, knowing they ain't going to happen, and, they just want to carry on like that. That's not boxing to me. That's just some more other stuff. And I'm looking forward to it. But I think this is going to clean up things. I definitely think it's going to clean up things. Make sure you guys smash the like button when you come in. Mass Arms, what up, though? We got to get the likes up. Man, what the hell? Yeah, make sure you guys get the likes up. But I really think that's what's happening. I think this is boxing's reckoning. He said it's fake news. Absolutely. I think it's fake news because it just don't lead. Like, for me, in boxing, I like the WWE stuff. I like the theatrics. I don't mind trash talking. Some of my favorite fighters of all time are trash talkers. Roy Jones Jr. Didn't I just say that? That's what it takes. Sometimes you take some. I'm coming to get it back. Prince Nassim, Muhammad Ali. But I feel like the throwback days of boxing are gone, and we're entering this new social media era of boxing, and it's not leading to nothing. Yeah, smash the like button. It's not leading. For me, it always got to make sense. It got to lead to something. Like, you trash talking or hopping in the ring for somebody, like, what is that for? What you doing that for? What's the end result? What's the end game? Can your people get with their people and make that fight? Like, you look at it. Sugar Shane Mosley got in the ring on Floyd Mayweather after Mayweather dominated Juan Manuel Marquez. And he was like, don't disrespect me, Shane. This ain't your fight. This is my fight. Don't disrespect. And then, the long story short, look at the dates. Mosley and Mayweather fought after that. And Mosley was coming off a great win to Margarito, who tried to cheat him. That's boxing, because it actually led to something instead of just Twitter finger. I'm not really for that. So you're starting to see old media perish. Their voices, it's been this way. Old media been dead for a minute, but it's getting worse for them because I feel like now no one really cares. There's less to talk about, and I don't know. We just going to see what's next. Hamza, what's up? He said, hey, no guys, salute. Oh, that's that Golovkin. See, even that, we're going to talk about Golovkin. Smash the like button, guys. Big drama. Well, Golovkin gonna be in some big drama. Listen, if DAZN put Golovkin in there with Kamil Sesmeta, God bless them, but good luck with that fight. After post-pandemic, well, okay, what are your expectations for boxing post-pandemic? I want to know from the fans. What are you expecting? Do you understand? Are you going to be reasonable with the fights? You want big fight? Like, what are your realistic expectations post-pandemic? He said big fight because in my opinion, DAZN, they gonna suffer the worst if they charging 20 for some goddamn Triple G versus Kamil Sesmeta. Like, listen, this is what's wrong with boxing right now. It's becoming too hard to follow, even for real ones. Like, I cover boxing. This is what I do. I have never ever in my lifetime, Jay-Z voice, Jay-Z album, I have never seen Kamil Sesmeta fight. And if I did, I don't remember him. You know, he was just on somebody undercard. I don't ever remember. How is Triple G gonna fight him? Oh, hey, no, guys, hey, Kamil Sesmeta, bro. You gonna see, bro. It's gonna be ugly. I'm gonna be right here. Old media ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna be right here. We gonna see. It's gonna be ugly because I'm gonna be the motherfucker to remind you everything that you said. They put Golovkin particularly on a pedestal. They built him up as the big bad wolf. If he fights Kamil Sesmeta, God bless you. Good luck with that fight. Good luck with that promotion. But that's buns. His name is Kamil Sesmeta or some shit. It sound like a Greek salad or something. I don't even know who he is. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's getting to the point where it sounded like some people. Shout out to my boy Town Biz, man. Bay shit. Trill TV. $3 super chat. Shout out to my boy, bro. Check him out. Man, this Triple G shit looking war, bro. Especially in the middle of the Black Lives movement and shit. The BLM movement getting stronger. You know, I think overall, just in the world, people are now starting to see the different elements that go on. Even the people that wanted to act like these things didn't exist, all these Karen videos and all these racist videos that are leaking, people are starting to see it. And even if you didn't pay attention to it before, you have no choice but to see it. So I feel like overall, people are starting to gather their worth as a consumer. We control the narrative. We control these companies. The companies got to get, like, see, the thing is, these companies and corporations, they've been living high on the hog for so long, making all the money, getting them in a way different tax bracket, and it's been comfortable. All these things that are happening around the world has kind of disrupted that. And I think people are understanding that the power is in the people and we control the buying power, you know, even by default, even by being stuck indoors with like a quarantine where people aren't going out to spend. That hurt the companies. And I think people are now realizing the power we have as a consumer. You got to give us what we want, period. We, the consumer, we paying into this. All we have to do is lose interest. And then companies would be, you know, doing what they're doing now. I get every airline that I've ever flown with. This is the most in contact that they've been with me. You know what I'm saying? Southwest, Delta, American Airline, all of them. I never flew Spirit, so I don't know about these motherfuckers. But they're all hitting me up saying, oh, we want your business. And I ain't flying nowhere. There ain't no fights for me to cover. I ain't doing shit. You know, they sending me deals. Why don't you send me these deals when the economy's good? You know, when I'm trying to get to these fights, you could have made it a bargain then. Now I'm just stacking. I'm just stacking. My money back in the green on YouTube. Everything is good. We just stacking. Getting these super chats and stacking the money up. I'm not traveling nowhere. There ain't no fights for me to go travel. I'll sit here, no overhead, and make the money right here. I'm gonna make the money right here. And you know, that's what's popping right now. I'll travel when it's safe or when I feel like it. But the companies are now starting to see, Pensacola, we talk tonight. We run this. Shout out to Joseph Brown. He said, I'm not paying for no bull only big fights. Fighters all going through the same thing, no excuses. Now, I'm going to be reasonable. I know it's not going to be, everything is not going to be a smash out the park, but you got to give me something. You know, that's my personal perspective. Like, Triple G versus Sarah's Meta, that's just buns. That I can't even justify that, pandemic or not. Spirit Airlines is the actual soul plane. It is a swap meet airline. Yeah, man, I ain't flying. I don't even like the name. You fuck around, be a Spirit. If that plane go down, yeah, fly Spirit. You gonna fuck around and be a Spirit. You gonna be Patrick Swayze and Ghost. Ditto. I Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am. Bro, you gonna fuck around and be on your Swayze. If that plane, man, what? I don't even like the name of that. Look, hold on, I think I got it in my phone. It was something crazy, bro. That Spirit shit, they one of them, they don't even do the safety instructions and shit. Yeah, y'all laughing. I don't fly them La Bamba Airlines and shit. Like, why the fuck you name your shit La Bamba? Richie! I ain't flying with them. Motherfucking Spirit. Yeah, you gonna be with the indigenous people. You gonna be with them Native Americans and people who have ancient Indian burial ground and shit. Fucking with that. I don't. Nah, I can't do it. They be like, I seen little videos and shit. Spirit, they got motherfuckers that don't even look like stewardesses or stewards. What's a male steward? A steward? Yeah, it look like he on a work release program and shit. Motherfucker J-Bo. He got a tattoo on his neck named J-Bo. Hey, yo, see right there. Yo, see right there. Oh, shit. Who the fuck is you, cuz? Like, nah, bro. You been in a joint. You don't even look like a stewardess. Who the fuck is this? Motherfucker hub and shit. Trying to, yo, see right there. Yo, see right there. Motherfucking J-Bo and shit. Hell no. Look, I seen that. I ain't fucking with Spirit. Look, this why. I'm gonna show you why. This is Spirit Airlines. You see that? Bro, they rapping a song? Hell nah, bro. These motherfuckers was rapping, everybody knew the word, jumping out to see, hey, bro, what the fuck? What flight is that? That's flight 187. 187 on that motherfucking cop, bro. What would they, nah, bro. And the steward, he wasn't even trying to control him or nothing. He was rapping with him. Yeah, I ain't on no flight like that. Y'all tripping. You can call me whatever. Call me bougie, whatever the fuck. You ain't hood enough. Get me the fuck off this plane. I'll be like Devin Sawa in Final Destination. Let me off this motherfucker. I'll be like Cuba Gooding in Boys in the Hood. Hey, Doe. Let me out. Doe, let me out. Let me off this fucking plane. Y'all tripping, singing Roddy Ricch and all types of shit. I ain't got time for it, bro. I'm trying to catch this flight. Y'all doing songs and karaoke out your seat. You know, like that. Isn't that the part of the flight where they supposed to be showing you how to buckle up? And the motherfuckers is dancing this shit. Hell nah. Sit your ass down. Shout out to Phenomenal Mexican. Dylan White is the sus dude off Soul Plane. I'm done. Next. Phenomenal Mexican out of point. He out of pocket. Kevin Slims, Yo Ego, saw another channel early this morning do a vampire stream. I don't even care about shit like that, bro. These motherfuckers been copying my swag. I don't even know what that, bro. As long as y'all know who started this gangster shit, bro, this ain't no package deal. Everything that I come up with, I did it, off the strength. This wasn't like some group idea and shit. So you shouldn't see, if you see specials on my channel and series and things like that, then that's where it came from. You see what I'm saying? I don't be biting nobody's shit like that. Philly niggas rapping Meek on their way to ATL. See, that's what I'm saying. I get me off this plane, bro. If you rapping Meek on the plane, wait a minute, y'all thought I was finished? Pop was finished with a nah. Get off. Let me off. Let me off the plane. You feel me? Wait a minute, y'all thought I was finished? Pop was. Yeah. I can't even deal with this right now. Yeah, I don't be taking those cheap flights. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm Floyd or something, but I don't like, that turbulence be crazy. Man, I was on some flight. This was a long time ago. Before the YouTube channel was popping. And they was like, I was in the back because I was like, when you get them boarding things, you be last to board and shit. So I was in the very back. They're like a little bit of turbulence, and it was like we was like on hydraulics. I was like, this ain't no little bit of turbulence. And the thing that kind of scared me is because it sounded like a lawnmower engine. Cause I used to work at Sears, so we used to sell like them John Deere mowers and shit, and the Craftsman lawnmowers. And I'm pretty sure that was like a Honda motor, cause I like heard it, cause we used to, I used to sell them. I used to help lawn and garden and shit. And I was like, you got the Sears, the lawnmower engine in here, cause it was like, it sounded just like a lawnmower engine. So I'm like, the engine ain't even like strong enough to to be flying, and we was getting fucked up by the turbulence. I was like, nah, bro. They put us on the fucked up plane. I was like, I can't even do this. Like the Wright brothers made this plane and shit. Nah. The wrong brothers. Nah, you got us on the Wright brothers' first ever airplane and shit. Paper planes I used to make in elementary school. Get me off this motherfucker, bro. Yeah, they put that John Deere with the Honda motor. Nah, I can't even do it, bro. I can't even do them cheap flights. Honda Civics have lawnmower engines. Phenomenal Mexican, out of control. Bro, I had a dip on you earlier. I finished the chat, though. Found out it's a dog-ass lake 9 miles from the crib. Had to take the kids. Oh, that's dope. That sounds scary. Yeah, it was scary. Hey, but you listen, even though being in the air, I don't really get scared like most of the time, but when the plane started seeming like some crazy shit, then it gets scary because I don't know. I guess I'm a control freak, so I'm not in control. Like, I have nothing. There's nothing I can even do. I don't know how to fly no plane and shit. So, what's scarier than that? I'm gonna tell you. If y'all want me to tell you what's scarier than the plane, and here's a hint, it didn't happen in the sky. But I'm gonna tell you what's scarier than the plane rides with the turbulence. If y'all want to know, could I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm gonna tell you what was something that was a lot scarier than any plane ride that I've really been on. If y'all want to know, could I get a hell yeah? Let's get these likes up. Come on. Clowns and snakes? Nah, I'm not scared of that. Nah. I'm gonna tell you, it was a ride. It was a ride that I was on that was scarier than any plane that I really been on. Nah, it wasn't no boat ride. All right. Smash the like button and I'll tell y'all. Let's get these likes up. YouTube is playing with these notifications, but fuck them. We still popping. We still get our point across. The money keep coming in. I told you. See, that's why I don't even care. Like, YouTube don't be sending notifications. I be having a whatever amount YouTube says are in the chat, but we still make more money because the money keep coming in. We getting video money, video view money. We getting live stream view money. We getting super chat money. We getting that Gennaro Carrillo money, that $10 super chat money, and that, you know, that make my job a whole lot easier. Eagles Army salute. Shout out to Gennaro. No, it wasn't no ride like a roller coaster. Listen, all right, I'm going to tell you. Smash the like button. I'm going to tell you. The bus rides in Mexico. Bro, there is nothing like, I don't know if it's improved over the years. There is nothing comparable to a bus ride in Mexico. Bro, first of all, it's a bus, so there's no seatbelts at all. Second of all, the bus driver was driving like fucking Freddy Krueger. I forgot there was this one Nightmare on Elm Street where Freddy took hold of the bus and was the bus driver. And that's how the motherfucker, that's exactly like, see, and that's a fucked up thing. Cause when your life's in peril, you know, your life flashes before your eyes. You start thinking about all types of ill shit. And the fucked up thing is, I thought of Nightmare on Elm Street. So I'm like, damn, are we going to live or are we going to die? And the last thing I'm thinking of, you know, I'm thinking of my family and shit, but I'm thinking of Nightmare on fucking Elm Street. Because what part was that? Was that part 3 where Freddy Krueger took a hold of a bus and he was like driving it hella crazy and finna drive off a cliff and into hell or some shit? That's how the bus ride was in Mexico. This dude did not give no fucks. He was hitting corn. Bro, it's a bus. He was driving like Keanu Reeves in Speed, goddammit. Pop quiz, hot shot. What do you do? Bro, this motherfucker thought he was Keanu Reeves. I don't know if Speed had just came out. Sandra Bullock looking ass, bro. He was driving that bus crazy with no seatbelt. We were sliding and sloshing around, and he was hitting corners like crazy. And I don't know if you ever been in a bus that's moving like it's not supposed to be moving. Just the gravity and, you know, the the physics of it. The shit was like fishtailing for a bus. Like, how the fuck you made the bus fishtail? Bro, it was like we was in, I don't know. It was just crazy, bro. He was just hitting them corners too fucking fast and not even tripping. And he had a silver tooth. Listen. Them kids that had the silver teeth, them the ones. See, I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to act like Mr. Tough Guy, but I'm in Cali, so I've seen gang shit and stuff. I don't get scared about that. It is what it is. You know, I just stay out the way and do my own thing. But them kids with the silver teeth, they scare me because they be the baddest ones. Like, I don't care about like the people be on Instagram like rah, 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 rah. Because they really don't be about what they say they about. But them kids with the silver teeth, they about that action. Like Marshawn Lynch. I'm about that action, boss. Them silver teeth kids be bad as a motherfucker. Like, damn, how your fronts just all rotted out. No hygiene. That means that means your parents can't control you. They can't even get you to brush your teeth 2 times a day. Maybe even 3. And he had the silver teeth, bro. He was wilding on that bus. He said it was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Look that scene up. That's how he was driving, bro. He was driving crazy and hitting corners crazy. And we were like really like sliding around and shit because there's no seatbelts. That was like a scary ass ride. Put it this way. We were drunk and worried. That's how you know he was driving crazy. Because normally when you drunk, you wouldn't even be tripping. You know, you're a little bit looser and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were drunk and still concerned. Like the bus ride was sobering. You see what I'm saying? Because normally when you drunk, you just like, yeah. You know, listening to music and shit. Ludacris fill cups like double D's. But when that bus ride was so scary, bro, it sobered us up. motherfuckers was trying to have fun on the bus, and he would start driving hella crazy, and he was smashing, bro. I thought they had like a regulator in the bus, like where you can only go a certain mile. Bro, he was smashing. Like, I swear he was doing like 90 in a bus. I'm like, damn. But yeah, that bus, that made you so, oh my word, he's driving pretty fast. They doing crazy, bro. Shout out to Renee. He live in Mexico. He could vouch for it. He said, man, ego, true talk. Ego knows what's up, though. See, and the thing is, he might be like, it's just a different lifestyle in Mexico. It could be something where like he got to get to and from in a certain amount of time to make some real, you know, to make the real money, or it could be on a schedule. So he was just smashing. What was you doing in Big Mex, Ego? It was like a, it was just a trip where all of us went, you know, a bunch of people went. But that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Anyway, smash the like button. We working. What's even crazier is old media. He said he sound drunk. I don't know. There's different rules out there, so he might have been. He might have been sloshed up. Bro, he was driving like cuz from Dusk Till Dawn. We got Spanish boozy, white boozy, chicken boozy. Bro, he was driving like that. Like, come to the titty twister. We got dog boozy, hairy boozy. Like, who is he right now? That was scary. That was a scary time. Rob G Film said, I used to work grocery stores. When I see one of them silver kids coming, I got to get ready to pick stuff up. Yeah, bro, get away from the kids with the silver teeth. They the real troublemakers of this world. A tour bus driver coming back to Chicago went into a curve on an overpass so fast I hollered from the back, slow this motherfucker. That bus, man, that bus stuff don't feel steady when you know when they driving crazy. Yeah, that was Cheech Marin. He said you spot on. Sometimes these drivers down here go all out. They got time crunches. Big rig drivers, they go nuts. Bro, he drove like he didn't care if he made it home. Like, that's how he was driving, bro. It was so scary. Like, you don't ever, when the driver feel like he don't care if he live or die, that's not a driver I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't care. Yeah, fucking kill me, man. Like, I don't want to be in the whip with you because you don't care either way. Nah, bro. He was driving too crazy. I never seen nobody driving like that. Like, it got to a point where I was like, is he trying to hit people? Like, is he just on some kamikaze shit? Like, it looked too crazy, bro. It looked real suspect the way he was driving. Like, he didn't care. That was Cheech Marin. I see you. You know your movies. Okay. I got to watch that again. That was a good movie. Yeah, make sure you guys smash the like button. We working. Yeah, man, but I'm feeling this pandemic. This is cool because it's filtering out a lot of the dumb shit. I promise you. Wait. Just mark my words. See, the funny thing is, I haven't really seen it much now because probably old media getting slaughtered even more. But if you think about it, the stuff I said, a lot of it came true. Probably most of it, majority of it came true regarding certain situations. And when I'm saying it, I'm on the front line. There's not many people saying it, if anybody. And I'm standing up for boxing. And then when it's undeniable, then you don't see those same people arguing those same things that they felt so passionately about. Me, I'm the same person. I keep it a buck. The same stuff I said a year ago, unless proven otherwise, then I'm still saying the same thing. But that's not the same with old media. They're shapeshifters, and they bounce and revert from one thing to one thing. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, some big rig drivers race down here. Damn, big rig. That's crazy. Yeah, different lifestyle. But we're starting to see it. Like I said, I'm enjoying the pandemic. I think it's straightening out boxing. I really do, because it's about to get on and cracking. We're gonna see who comes up with what matches, what schedule. And here's another thing with boxing. See, boxing was getting to a point where they were doing like 15 cards per fight and all this stuff. Now you got to get more strategic, because with Ovid, the 19 testing, you can't put 15 fights on a card the same. I ain't seen nobody do it. So now you got to be more strategic with your cards and to see what you really want to put on each card. It's going to be real interesting. But I really feel DAZN, they got some. I'm checking for it because Top Rank came back, but DAZN and PBC, I'm questioning, or not questioning. I'm curious of their schedule. I really want to see their schedule, because that's going to be, especially for DAZN, it's going to be pertinent to see what they do. Like, for example, who is Canelo going to fight? Like, for real, not no fantasy, I want this to happen. Who do you think he's honestly going to fight? Like, be real with yourself. Who can Canelo fight? Who do you think Canelo's going to fight? Because you have to look at the logistics. No live gate. Who is he going to fight? Murata? That's horrible, bro. That's horrible. So good luck with that. If he fights Murata, hey, good luck with that. Who's Keller? Helen Keller? He fighting Helen Keller? He fighting Max Kellerman? Who is that? Who's Keller? I don't even know who that is. Man, it's going to be bad, bro. It's going to be bad. Like, and see, you got to look at DAZN. They're saying Amanda Serrano angry with the money. So that fight may or may not happen. DAZN struggling to get fights like that over the line. That's a bad look, because I think that fight is a fight for hardcore boxing fans. It's a good fight for boxing fans. But you have to understand there's a difference between actual boxing hardcores and big fights. That's not always one and the same. Like, boxing hardcores might like, let's say, Estrada versus Chocolatito, but that's not a big fight. That's a good action fight for boxing hardcores, but not a big fight where everyone's just, the world stops. You see what I'm saying? Send you a hi from London. I'm Italian, Marco. What's up? Appreciate you. That dude Andre just whipped. What does that mean? Who the fuck is Keller? Oh, Keeler. That. Oh, wow. Wow. Real brother, what up? Bro. See, and the other thing is this. Eddie Hearn, in my opinion, does these little gimmicks where he like gives out tickets or 2 for 1, or these articles that he like tells the press to write and stuff like that. Oh, Josh, we sold out in 30 minutes. And then they cut off certain sections, and dim it so that closed section doesn't look so like abandoned and desolate. He does these little things like this. But the good thing about the pandemic is this. Now everybody is forced to stand on their own too. Eddie Hearn, particularly, because I think he's one that does these sleight of hand tricks. Now your fights have to just be good. You see what I'm saying? Especially as a paid subscription based site. So you can't do these gimmicks of, go to Groupon and sell Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas tickets, buy one, get one free, and hand out tickets, because none of that really matters because there's no crowd. So if we're not doing full crowds, or any crowd likely, then you can't create these like falsehoods of success. Your fight is what it's going to be. So, for example, Triple G was supposed to fight Camille Sesmeta, possibly in Chicago. In Chicago, there's a big Polish community, and Camille Sesmeta is from Poland. So they were going to try to tap into that market and just get a bunch of loyal Polish fans to go watch Triple G to make it look like it's a lit event, even though that's not a big fight. But now if there's in fact no crowd, you can't. Now it's just going to be Triple G and Camille Sesmeta if they end up fighting, which is mandatory. He said he don't want to fight Canelo next. So now that fight has to stand on its own too as an event. And it's going to be harder to fake and give this like glamour and, appearance that is bigger than it is. Same thing with Joshua Pulev. Joshua Pulev, before the pandemic, they would have had pyrotechnics and Joshua walk out to Sweet Home Caroline and Sweet Caroline and all this stuff. And then they would have had it in a new stadium, Tottenham Stadium. So they would try to reel in this perception that was a bigger, larger than life fight. But if you do no crowds or at best low capacity crowds, you can't fake that. So Joshua Pulev got to stand on his own as a fight that boxing fans want to see. So that's kind of where the game's at. Your fight actually has to be able to stand on its own. Real brother, what up? So it's getting crazy because I think the other thing is they're opening up certain places. So we may see another major spike where they do the mandatory stay home orders again, even in the places where they opened up. That's why I'm still staying low key. I'm not really going out like that. Like I see people going to restaurants and stuff. I ain't went to one restaurant like to dine in and stuff like that. So we going to get to see. We going to see what it is. We're really going to get to see what it is. I just feel like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting, especially with pay cuts. A lot of the DAZN fighters seem to be angry with their pay. So if you're doing pay cuts, how are you going to get those fights over the line? Like, let's say they were trying to do a YouTube fight with Jake Paul and KSI. How are you going to do it now unless you cash out? So that's a huge gamble because you cash out and you got to hope it does some crazy numbers with no crowd. You see what I'm saying? I think you know a lot about boxing. You should stay on TV because you know what you say for real. Appreciate you. Man, we just talk boxing. Have fun with it. We talk boxing. See, I'm here to give it to you real. And that's why you notice a lot of the opinions that I've had, none of them I've been made to look foolish because I'm saying realistic stuff. For example, the day Tyson Fury did that video and said that Joshua and Fury was over the line, I came out that day and said that sounded like cap to me. How is the fight over the line? You ain't got past Wilder. How's the fight over the line and you ain't got no network announced? You ain't got no undercard announced. How's the fight over the line when Frank Warren coming out with his own press release saying the contrary? How's the fight over the line when you involve the Daniel Kinahan dude and the feds and all these people are trying to end his connection to the fight? KHK is dropping him as an advisor and stuff like that. But you saying the fight is done. How's the fight done when Joshua Pulev ain't happened? So Joshua's going to fight. He just fought in December against Ruiz. He's not going to fight nobody all the way until 2021. Come on, bro. So you tell me. You tell me who won. We see them, they run. That's why I said old media they in the gutter right now because they fed you a bunch of bullshit and per usual, it ain't adding up. It don't make sense. And they was wrong. So I want to know how often y'all gonna let them be wrong before you take a stand and say, I'm out with the old, in with the new media. Out with the old, in with the new media. I'm not giving them my time. What's the point? To be led astray? Is that what you enjoy? You know? So it's getting real ugly, and I'm gonna stay on top of every issue in boxing, because that's what I do. That's what we do. We stay on top of it. And I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting next couple of months. And I'm curious why DAZN is, it's like they're waiting for PBC. Ibrahim, what's up? It's like they're waiting for PBC to announce. But you're not in the same position as PBC, given the fact that they're attached to a network. So it hurts you to not go, like, start announcing some stuff, because you have to justify why people are paying $20 a month. Okay, I'm going to ask a real question. When y'all ready for that question, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Let's get the likes up. I got a real life question. See, we're just having an honest conversation here. There ain't nothing wrong with that. See, old media can't do this because, one, they don't connect with the people. One, they don't tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. When y'all ready for me to ask this question, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Shout out to Real Brother 32. Smash the like button. We working. Yeah, let's get these likes up. We're going to keep running them numbers up. Keep running the numbers up. Yeah, let's keep going. Smash the like button. Shout out to my man. Be more where they see more. Yo, rest in peace to Tanks dude. You know, I met him briefly before. Frank, I think his name was Lil Frank. Rest in peace. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but you know, I send my condolences to his friends and family. I heard about that recently. So yeah, rest in peace to Lil Frank. Yeah, we just having an honest conversation, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do what I want. I shook up the world. I talk the most shit. I'm a gorilla. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a gorilla. Yeah. Outside of DAZN, can you name a company that has associated perks, pandemic or not, that all of a sudden their bread and butter content, they charged you for it, but that was not available? So their main stake, their main source, like for example, my boy got Butcher Box. In case you don't know what Butcher Box is, they send you a supply of different assorted meat, pork chops or steaks or bacon, and it's like a monthly order thing. So they'll just replenish you, you know, steaks, send you chicken, poultry, etc. That's like Butcher Box charging you whatever it costs, $150 a month, whatever it costs, right? And then they say, hey, our meat supplier's down, so we're going to charge you the $150, but we're not going to give you a ration of the meat that you ordered. Can you think of a company where this has happened? Where the main thing, that the main pledge, the main mission statement, the main driver, the main product, the main pandemic or not, they charge you but could not give you that thing, that mission. They could not fulfill that mission statement. In the business world, it's also known as VP, value propositions. DAZN's value proposition, one of them, the main one, would be live events. They haven't been able to give you live events that they promised, and they're still charging. Can you think of another company that has done that? He said absolutely not. That's why DAZN is struggling. That's why I'm saying you better off coming clean and just saying, hey, we're going to, like, first of all, this is sketchy from a company directive. Why would it be up to the consumer to pause their own account? And especially when that process seems to be broken, you go to Twitter right now, you'll see several people and parties who have bought DAZN, paused DAZN like they were eligible to do, right? And they said, hey, I still got charged, even though I have confirmation that I paused my account and boxing is not back. Why wouldn't DAZN come up with some type of immediate fix where they pause you until they get their shit straight, until they're ready to announce, until they can fulfill those value propositions? Why would you leave it? So that means you're trying to siphon the people and take advantage of the people. You're trying to get some $10 or $20 to pass by default because people haven't paused their account yet. That's shady. To me, that is shady. That's poor. That's in poor taste. You're just trying to just hope people forget about it, or if they didn't get around to it, you're just gonna keep charging them, and you clearly can't offer what they signed up for. Come on, bro. They have this car wash in town, and they also have it on like a monthly, like let's say the platinum wash. So what happens is you pay a monthly fee, and you can get your car washed unlimited through the machine, unlimited for that month, as long as you're paid up. That's like that car wash in town with the unlimited wash. And because the pandemic, let's say they couldn't have workers while the pandemic first broke, so they had to close down the car wash. How are they going to charge you for that, but you can't get your car washed because the whole site is closed? It don't make no sense, bro. And for me as a consumer, I don't have DAZN right now. But if I did, you would have to give me my money back. That's for sure. That's for certain. You would be giving me my money back, bro. Because it don't make no sense. And like I said, DAZN as a company, I understand nobody wants to lose money. I get that. But what's more important? Snaking people out their money to help stay afloat, or doing what's right and get it? Because the people that are being harmed the most in this are the people that gave DAZN the biggest chance. The people that paid $100 to this day, Deontay Wilder voice, they still haven't said how they can pause their account or cancel and get a prorated amount. They haven't said nothing like that. So they just are left to figure it out. Those are your day one, A1 people that made the biggest investment. So if they made that type of investment and believed in your product, why would you snake them like that? You know, even the monthly people, the people who are paying monthly for said benefit. If you cannot provide it, you just got to give it up and say, hey, just come back and see us. We'll shoot you an email when boxing is back, because that's what you're paying for in America. Joseph Brown said, I've been canceled DAZN. That was way before the pandemic. Bro, the whole DAZN, I've been saying it from day one, and it ain't nothing changed but the day of the week and the dates on the calendar. Ain't nothing changed. DAZN and Mauricio Suleiman are ruining the sport. Get these motherfuckers out of here. Damn. Man, we're going to talk about the WBC stuff. This is kind of an open topics anyway. We just talking. I'm just vibing with the fans. I'm talking that real. But it's looking crazy. And the business mantra, the model that they came out with, it's clearly not working. Okay, put it this way. How you come out at $9.99, then you raise your price within 1 year before. So this is absolute fact. This is why old media can't fuck with me, because no matter how much they hate me or get mad, they can't refute what I'm saying. Unless they can refute what I'm saying, they not fucking with me. If you can look me in the eyes and tell me the stuff I've been saying ain't real and prove it to me, then we got some action. But you know they can't. The monkey can't look the lion in the face. In old media, they lying in your face. Bars. Oh my gosh. I said the monkey can't look the lion in the face. Old media, they lying in your face. Pfft, bars. They not fucking with me. They not fucking with me. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. I said the monkey can't look the lion in the face. Old media, look at them. They lying in your face. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Bars. I told you this shit like a battle rap to me, son. DAZN got Mike Trico lined up for Triple G and said, bro, this dude crazy. Kamal crazy. It's ugly. Okay. I'm asking. I'm not going to stop, bro. I'm going to keep talking until these questions get answered. I'm going to keep asking them. Where's the American takeover that Eddie Hearn was talking about? That's all I need y'all to know. Because a bunch of you dumb British teeth motherfuckers was in my comment section telling me all types of shit that I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm still looking for that American takeover. How you going to do an American takeover? They said Joseph Parker's next fight might be in New Zealand. Where the American takeover? How you going to do American takeover with Kelsey Liam and Liam and all this shit? Where the American takeover? I'm still waiting on that. That's one. Strike two. Pay-per-view is dead. Run them commercials now. Yeah, run them same commercial. You said pay-per-view is dead. You ain't did shit. UFC still got pay-per-views. WWE still got pay-per-views. PBC, TLC, ABC, BBD, BVD, bro, STD. They all got pay-per-views. You ain't done shit. You ain't done shit to prevent pay-per-views. That's why you ain't running the commercials no more. It's okay. Let the prodigal son speak to him. So Eddie Hearn can write all the books he want. Put that in the book. Put that in the book. The American Takeover. You got 12 keys to success. 12 steps to success. Show me the success you had with the American Takeover. Okay. Show me the bye-bye pay-per-view. Show me that in the book. I'll buy the book. I'll buy 2 copies. I'll buy 2 copies if Eddie Hearn in the book tell me where the American Takeover is. What chapter is that? I'll buy 2 copies of the book, and I'll buy 4 more copies. I don't care how much they cost. I'll buy 4 and give it to the fans if he can show me where the American Takeover is, what chapter that's in. If he can show me the bye-bye pay-per-view, yeah, show me that, and I'll buy the book. Because I want to learn. Because I ain't seen it. Bro, it's looking a mess. It's looking disorganized. It's looking corrupt. It's looking DPG corrupt and Daz Dillinger killing you with the stealing. Bro, it's looking crazy. I thought you was murking pay-per-view. I thought Showtime Boxing was gonna go out of business. See, I wouldn't even have to go this hard if Eddie Hearn didn't come this hard saying what he said. But now that it's not happening, don't beg for mercy. This ain't a G-Unit album. You ain't gonna beg for mercy. I'm going to keep talking about it. Yeah, where Tracy Morgan at right now? Eddie Hearn came in and he said a bunch of stuff and DAZN and on behalf of DAZN, and I ain't seen it fulfilled. So it's within my rights to follow up with that. It's like a detective. I got to follow up. I got to follow up with that. He said, oh, you'll be amazed and mind blown with the amount of sports that we acquire in the next couple months. What sport? What sport does DAZN, can I watch hockey on there? Bro, they got like DAZN tetherball and stupid shit. DAZN Foursquare. What sports did you acquire that pertains to Americans? DAZN Pinnacle. DAZN Uno. I don't care about that type of shit. DAZN Jenga. Man, come on, bro. Somebody gonna answer these questions. Oh, that's right. They can't. The prodigal son has returned. Ego Valley. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Bro, I told you. I didn't even want to have to do this. Like Eminem said, I wanted to not show you so you know you're not dealing with some. But they came for me. All of them. They came talking that same rhetoric that Eddie Hearn started. So I will finish it. They came saying, oh, yeah, you know, your channel sucks and you'll be. They said, I'll be out of here. I'm waiting for that. Where that at? Where that at? They said, oh, Oh, Showtime will be out of here. Your channel will have to close up. Boom, boom, boom. Joshua will be. I'm waiting for it to keep the same energy. I ain't forget. I hope they didn't forget. I know they ain't forget. Bro, DAZN pie eating contest. I told you from the beginning. I came from the gutter and I'm still here, bro. I said the same stuff. Man, block this dude. They sending bots. The bots can't stop me. You can send all the bots you want. That can't stop me. Yeah, the bots can't stop me. The crowd can't fight for you. The bots can't fight for you. Oh my God, bro. Shooters, get rid of them. Cancel that bot. I'll buy another one. Get rid of them. The bots can't fight for you. Eddie Hearn said there's a bunch of bots saying this. I ain't no bot. I'm a real person. I'll be at the fights. Bots can't fight for you. Okay. Smash the like button. I gotta refresh. They sending the bots, so I had to refresh. It's okay. I can see y'all. Shout out to Sierra. Shout out to Mike from Boston. Mark. Bro, I'm just wait. Listen, all I'm asking is for people to keep the same energy. The same stuff that you said before, keep that same energy. That's all you got to do. You said this, and this would happen. So where's that at? That's all we want to know. Cerny Banders, what do you guys think of ESPN's cards having lower ratings than expected? It's not lower rating than expected to me. I expected that because the fights that they're putting on are low level, what you would expect to be one-sided fights. So the results are according. So that's not, to me, that's not unexpected, to be honest. They're getting their feet wet lightly. And I mean, name the best fight. What's the best fight that they had? Like big fight, you know? See, this what I'm telling you about. Like people are filling dates now in boxing. Dates are being filled. And see, listen, please, if you know how much money I spent in this boxing game, either traveling to fights, you know, expenses for fights, all types of stuff, helping fighters in various ways. I ain't got to tell you all my business, but if you know how much I spent, then you would know that it's real with me. See, old media, they getting slaughtered so bad, so that now they trying to say some stupid shit and back off the blocks. They trying to be like, oh, if you're not really interested in like subpar boxing matches, then you're not a real boxing fan. Listen, I'm a boxing fan through and throughout, but that don't mean I just want to see any level of boxing at all times. You see what I'm saying? Like, boxing is great, but I don't mean I want to watch nothing but cards with guys I don't know. That doesn't make you a boxing fan because you just watch anything. You know, that's like saying, that's like probably my favorite food, or one of them, is steak. That don't mean I want to just eat any steak, no matter how you cook it, no matter if it's good or if it's tender, if it's, you know, tough. That don't mean that. But I love steak. If you cook a steak right and you have a good cut of steak, I'm all in. But that don't mean I'm just going to eat, you know, some cheap steak from Winco or whatever that's tough and chewy just because it's steak, you know. So boxing is in a weird spot because of the pandemic. You know, people getting price cuts. Like, I looked at the Top Rank card, the whole card, the Gabriel Flores card, the purses, somebody added them up, and the whole purses were tallied at $68,000. You get what you pay for. If your whole card you only paid out 68,000 in purses, I mean, how good of a card are you gonna be able to make? Because the bigger stars are gonna command more than that by themselves. So that's kind of what it is with that. But DAZN's in the worst spot because they charge monthly with the with no network attachment. So that's always going to be harder to defend. ESPN, Fox, Showtime. Well, Showtime's premium, but people have Showtime for other reasons outside of just boxing. They have other content, but ESPN and Fox, is going to be hard for DAZN to compete with that with subpar fights. So that's why I think they haven't announced nothing, because I think they realize they're losing money and they're walking on a tightrope. They don't have as much of a budget that they're willing to fork out for the fighters' paychecks. So now they got to make meticulous, calculated moves and see what your next move. But even that is a gamble. Bro, DAZN is in a real rough spot because there's certain things that happen outside of boxing. Someone could fail a COVID test. That you can have a fight done. We've seen it with Top Rank. Someone can have a fight done, and then your main event could be compromised, like Top Rank Pedraza fight the day before the fight. That's gonna hurt because you charging $20 a month. Someone could fail a drug test. Somebody can get injured. It's a lot. Imagine if PBC buys DAZN out. Nah. No one's going to buy. I can't say no one, but I don't imagine somebody would buy something that is broken. Are you going to buy a boat with holes all in it? Or are you just going to buy a new boat? If anything, I think PBC would let people get out their contracts, or if DAZN goes under, belly up or something, then they start, trying to get guys who are free agents that are displaced from it. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, companies are going to have to strategize, all of them. But DAZN, the reason I'm saying them particularly is because they have the hardest sell. Anytime you're charging ESPN Plus, use my link in the description, is $4.99. You could buy ESPN Plus for almost half a year for the price of 1 month of DAZN. $4.99, that's $5. That's 4 months of DAZN. 4 months of ESPN Plus. That's almost half a year. 6 months, half a year. So you could get ESPN Plus for $4.99. You can get 4 months of it for the price of one DAZN. That's going to be harder to justify. Plus ESPN Plus, they have way more backlog of content. They have stuff outside of the realm of boxing, like Lance Armstrong documentary, Bruce Lee documentary. You might, if you're a combat fan, you might want to see Bruce Lee's documentary. You see what I'm saying? DAZN don't have stuff like. Do they have a Bruce Lee documentary, a Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, a Lance Armstrong, Dennis Rodman? They don't have no programming like that. They got Sergio Mora talk show or whatever, podcast or whatever. They lost Pat McAfee. So it's like they've been doing Saturday Fight Live, which to me, that's not all too interesting, because you got fighters watching old fights that are really irrelevant. Like, why do I need to see Canelo's opinion on the Trout fight? This motherfucker just fought at 175 and Austin Trout moved down to 147. This is how I know they have people that don't watch boxing. Canelo, he fought Trout in 2014 or something, 2015, something like that. We're talking about 5-6 years later. Trout just, he's at the back half of his career, just went down to welterweight, 147. And you have Canelo just now talking about what happened in the Trout fight on DAZN Saturday Fight Live, and the motherfucker just fought at 175. Who cares? No disrespect to Trout, but who cares? Oh, 2013, even worse. 7 years ago. My bad. Bro, who cares? Why, if you want to make, bro, just get these motherfuckers out of here until they come correct. I'm sick of it. You want to make on your platform Triple G versus Canelo. Why don't you have Canelo review the first fight? See, I need to be charging for these ideas. Why would you, out of all the Canelo got 50 plus fights, 50. Out of all his fucking fights, you have him review the Austin Trout fight, which happened in 2013. As if that somehow matters with current Canelo's career. But if that was my idea, I'm gonna give him this one for free. If that was my idea as an intelligent person and a boxing fan, I would at least have him review a recent fight, preferably the Triple G fight, because one, you might do a third Canelo Triple G3, so those sentiments and thoughts would probably be more relevant. You see what I'm saying? You took the most irrelevant to Canelo's current career fight, and then that's the fight you watching. I seen they did Devin Haney, Antonio Moran. I mean, he knocked the kid out. I mean, was he, what more, like, from an entertainment value, what do you think he's gonna say? I knocked him the fuck out. Okay. Like, there's not really much to gain. Like, it wasn't like Devin Haney was in a tough fight and he was struggling. Like, for example, Saturday Fight Live, I would love to see Floyd Mayweather talk about the Maidana fight. So break down the adjustments he did in the first one. Or talk about the Cotto fight because Cotto bloodied up his nose. Something like that. But you took a fight that was a whitewash where a dude got knocked out and got Devin Haney reviewing that. Like, and that's not even a big fight because Devin Haney's young in his career, so he hasn't had the Ryan Garcias and the Lomachenko. So you're taking irrelevant fights and shit. It looks stupid, bro. I don't know who's coming up with these ideas, but they're stupid. They look stupid to me. And that's being very honest with you, like I do. It's like the problem with DAZN, I feel like anything can get greenlit. Like, you can greenlight any idea over there. That's what it seems like. Versus, I'm sure there's a lot of ideas that get thrown around different companies. They're not going to just go with it. It's like literally DAZN has no rhyme or reason. They'll just approve your idea. If Eddie Hearn says he want to fight in the backyard like Kimbo Slice, they'll say, okay. If Canelo say he want to fight Kovalev at 75, okay. It's like, what if Golden Boy don't want to pay Ryan Garcia $200,000? Okay, don't pay him then. We'll just replace it with Virgil Ortiz. What, man? The prodigal son is returned. It's over. And the sad part is, old media is mad. They're gritting their teeth, but they know everything I'm saying is real. Everything I'm saying is right. It just lacks structure for a boxing fan. Period. You got fighters reviewing their fights that are the most insignificant to modern times. Come up with something creative that's actually like catchy. You see what I'm saying? I feel the decision makers at DAZN did not come from a boxing industry background originally. I don't even think that's a feel. I think that's an absolute fact at this point. Listen, the other problem with that, I told you DAZN should have hired me from the beginning because you need a person that's tapped in. It would have cost them, but they wouldn't be in this predicament quite so fast. You know, I would at least try my best, you know, like I always do. But the thing is, DAZN is a secret society. I mean, not DAZN, boxing. Boxing is a secret society. Boxing is a niche sport. It's a niche, however you guys want to say it. It's a niche sport. So you can't just come in with bogus ideas and just expect that shit to fly. And like just the whole thing, bro. And I've been saying the same stuff. It's funny that ain't nobody countered nothing what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff I've said for the longest, I've never countered it. At first they act like they disagree with it, but they can't counter what I'm saying. For example, boxing being such a niche sport, if I'm watching a fight and it's getting good, like let's say Jared Hearn versus J-Rock, That was on Fox TV. So I could be like on Twitter, and Mike from Boston, if he follows me on Twitter, he could be like, I can post a tweet, man, this J-Rock versus Hearn fight is crack. Hearn just got knocked down. Wow. And you see a bunch of tweets saying this Hearn J-Rock fight is all that. You can pick up your remote and say, oh man, it's going down. Boop, boop, boop. And then you turn the fight on. DAZN, based on how it's set up, you can't just tune in easily like that. You see what I'm saying? Because if Triple G and Derevyanchenko, you start seeing tweets that Triple G and Derevyanchenko is such a good fight, or Joshua Ruiz, which were both good fights, right? And I'm like, man, if I send the same tweet, oh, Ruiz got knocked down and then Joshua got knocked down, you would have to make a conscious effort at that moment to jump into the fight round 3, pay $20, input all your credit card information, input your name and address and shit, just to, verify your email and all that, just to be able to log in if you didn't already have DAZN. So boxing, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know if that process, I feel like that gap hasn't been, we're not there yet. You see what I'm saying? Because if somebody got knocked down and you want to catch it real quick like that, like let's say you were watching HBO, or say I was watching Timothy Bradley versus Ruslan Provodnikov on HBO. If y'all follow me on Twitter and I'm like, oh, this is a crazy fight, Bradley's hurt, you could easily, if you have HBO, turn it on, period. DAZN don't work like that. Best believe they watch you. I know. But that's the worst part about it. Shout out to Phenomenal Mexican. The worst part about it is you watch me and I'm dropping gems telling you what the fuck to do, or I'm not telling you what you have to do, but what you could do to help out, and they're not improving none of it. It could work with YouTube with an in-app payment. Yeah, it would have to be something like that so people, it's the social media era. People want things quick. If I'm in the middle of a fight, and like let's say Charlo Harrison started getting good, I could tweet that out. You watch that on Fox. All you do is have a HD rabbit ears from Amazon, cost $29 at best. You see what I'm saying? So they kept saying streaming is here and the time is now, but they haven't figured out that gap. That gap. If Triple G, if Triple G and Derevyanchenko is good, and it's in round 6 and it's like heating up and Triple G gets hurt or whatever round it was, you're going to pay $20 just to watch it from round 6 on because it's good? You got to think of stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. The business model has always been flawed to me. It's always been flawed. You have to think about these little nuanced things. Like in the past, it was like HBO and Showtime. You can easily, you either have those channels or you don't, kind of thing, period. And I'm sure getting HBO on your DirecTV is probably a click of a few buttons. You just have to confirm that you want to get charged for it. But it's not this laborious process where you have to, even a pay-per-view, they just bill it to you. You know what I'm saying? They just bill it to you. They already have your information. So you say, confirm, I want Mayweather McGregor pay-per-view. Boom. And it's done. DAZN, in the middle of the fight getting good, Joshua Ruiz, you have to start inputting all your information and all that. That's, they haven't streamlined that. They haven't figured out a way to bridge that gap. Like I said. You have to have a fight like a one-step payment option to make it real quick. YouTube could prorate the time. I think the issue is a lot more people already have YouTube and no one has DAZN. The other thing is DAZN doesn't really promote like that. Canelo Kovalev, there's a reason it took a back seat in that fashion to UFC. DAZN could actually be good, but they need to manage it better. I mean, but you can say that for everything. You can have a girlfriend who cheats on you and say, oh, she could be loyal if she didn't sleep around. So I mean that goes with anything. Anything could be what it is if not for this certain thing. Man, she could be a good girl if she didn't fucking cheat on me with my best friend. I mean, but the fact is, she's sleeping around. She promiscuous. You's a hoe. I said that you's a, you know. I mean, anything can be what you want it to be if it wasn't this and that. You know, I don't do all that. The bottom line is they'd have to figure these things out. And so far I haven't really even seen it I haven't really seen a change. Like they haven't really fixed a lot of the things that people have complained about. Buffering issues like DAZN. I don't know if you guys noticed, but DAZN is streams in 720p. That's HD, but it's not full HD. I can understand, okay, 4K, that would probably take a lot of bandwidth, but you can't do 1080p. YouTube streams in 1080p. You see what I'm saying? Like how are you a streaming app? You're a streaming app in 2020, and your claim to fame is pay-per-view's dead. We got $1 billion. We don't need a network, and you stream in 720p, and they got cameras out that's 8K, 6K, 4K, and that's what you can come up with $1 billion. 720p, bro. My stream right now, you know, I don't got a bunch of shit going on, but it's 1080p. You know. How is it YouTubers can do 1080p streams, but DAZN, all you do is stream and your shit in 720p. Get YouTube Red, and this shit is 1080p. So how is your like it's like Chick-fil-A? All they really have is chicken. The chicken better be good, right? You don't have burgers. You don't have hot dog. All these other distracting items. So DAZN, all you do is live events. All you do is streams, and you stream in 720p. All you do is live events, and you ain't got no live event. Man, come on, bro. And then how do we even have buffering issues at 720p when the Wi-Fi and the technology, you know, they got fiber optic and all types of stuff is so advanced? Like, how are you even having buffering issues when you're not even streaming in full HD? Man, come on, bro. And then he said they paid Canelo so much they got no money for 1080. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But see, actually, it is that. You pay Canelo $40 million a pop. How you justify that? You see what I'm saying? I'm not mad at Lambo Nello getting his money, but shit, 20 million of that you could have invested into streaming technology and improving it and improving the interface, but it's going down Canelo, you know. And see, imagine this, just from a business perspective. Imagine if Canelo loses. You invested $100 million, $150 million in him. That's why his fights seem so weird, because they can't afford to have him lose. If Canelo lost, you have to look at it. Think about how much money that is. How much money versus even, let's say, Wilder. Wilder and Fury fought. PBC invested money in Wilder, but guess what? Their shit was on pay-per-view. So the fans, you're requesting the fans help out. You know, here, I got a perfect example. Man, I'm about to destroy old media some more. If you want me to destroy him some more, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I got a perfect example. It's perfect. It's perfect. Yep. If y'all want this perfect example, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I got a perfect example for you. I think this nails it and hits it out the park. I got a perfect example. Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? And smash the like button. YouTube playing with the notification. It don't matter. We still getting paid. I got a perfect I got a perfect example of what DAZN is came in the game attempting to do. Okay, I'm the king of analogies. I'm the kid with the golden voice they all talk about. Here's what it is. DAZN came in the game. What they came in the game doing, like no pay-per-view and all this stuff, it would be the equivalent of me having a house party and saying, don't bring nothing, I'ma cover everything. So the hot dogs, the hot links, the buns, the sodas, the waters, the alcohol, the slabs of ribs, the carne asada, the steak, whatever else you have at the piñata, whatever else we have at the house party. That's the equivalent of saying, I'm going to cover all this. Don't you guys worry. I'm going to cover it. Like, I'm going to supply everything. You better be in a damn good position. As opposed to pay-per-view would be like, hey, I'm going to get some staple stuff. You know, I'm going to take care of the ribs and all the meat. I got the grill already. Bring some alcohol. And then y'all bring cases of beer. Y'all bring some, Patron, whatever y'all like to drink. Somebody bring some chips. Somebody bring some salsa. And they're contributing. When you have a pay-per-view, that's in essence what's happening. Bring your own beer. When you have a pay-per-view, you're asking the fans. It's like a potluck. You're saying, hey, you want to see Wilder Fury? We need 80 from you. Instead of covering the whole cost or whatever DAZN was trying to do. So even though Wilder lost, guess what? It don't destroy PBC bottom line because, one, they have a different system. So even fighters that lost, you still see Wilder popping. Wilder's name is still, every time I do a Wilder video, I always get views. So he's still popping anyway. But beyond that, they already got their money because it was a pay-per-view. That's what happens when you come monkeying with shit and trying to change shit that's in place, trying to innovate, which is cool to be different and innovate, but you got to make sure this shit makes sense. You got to make sure it makes sense. You came in trying to be so radical and change the landscape of boxing. Now it's backfired. If DAZN raised their price one more goddamn time, it might be a wrap for them. Because how are you going to justify it when you came in saying pay-per-view is bad, guys? Pay-per-view is dead. So the more you raise your price, the more it puts you in line with the pay-per-view, which is what I said from day one. Give me my roses while I'm still here. It's over. So if they raise the price to $24.99, $29.99, this is all going to hurt. If they come out with DAZN pay-per-view, all of this stuff is going to hurt because it's not what you said, and you went out of your way to alienate yourself from the pay-per-view market. And now when it's not working, you're supposed to just come crawling to pay-per-view? Good luck with that. And then now this pandemic really running amok. How you going to pay with no crowd? You going to pay Canelo $36.5 million to fight, I don't know, Ryota Murata, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb, whatever. Sergey Derevyanchenko. You going to pay him that much with no crowd? All right, bet that up. No pay-per-view, no crowd, good luck to you. Because that shit, that don't look right. Financially, that don't look right. So they might do some weird shit, try to have Canelo fight overseas or, take him out the market where he's been building for the last decade plus. We're going to see. Very interesting times in boxing. Anyway, I wanted to give y'all another stream. That's my time. I'm about to get out of here, eat something. Let me know what you guys think. It's looking crazy for old media. That's all I know. It's looking real crazy. And the one thing is, I know they want to shut me up. I know they mad, but they can't because what I'm saying is true. And per usual, it gets proven. It gets proven. There's nothing else that can be said. Now, look for them to scurry because I'm TB ego. And they scurry and then go move on to the next. This is what they do to fighters. They tell you for the longest that Triple G is the illest out. Kovalev is best. The Eastern European took over the American fighter's role. They say all this stuff. And then when Kovalev get his ass whooped by Dre twice, Now they don't even talk about Kovalev. When Chocolatito get them body shots from Rungvisai, they said he was #1 pound for pound before that. Now they don't even talk about him like that. Now they don't even talk about Triple G because they see it looked like he's on his way kind of out, you know. Shapeshifters. Man, I told you, I'm about to make it hard to eat like toothpaste. My flow dope like I go in the booth and shoot bass. We about to make it hard to eat like toothpaste, and it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. This is what y'all asked for. I told y'all to leave me alone from the beginning. They didn't want to do it. So, you know, this is what you getting. This is what you getting. We mashing. We will not stop. New media, digital mob, we riding. We riding. Stand up for something real. Black Lives Matter, all that. We standing for something real, something different. Everybody else, get with it or get lost. Shout out to Kamal Oz, Triple G versus Bob Costas. Up next, bye-bye pay-per-view. Facts. Bro, how you going to sell a no-crowd Triple G, says Meta? That's somebody give me the spill. Give me the spill on that. Triple G is not a showman, so he's not going to do nothing extra to hype up the fight. And it's to the point where even if he did, it would look fake because so your whole career, you've never been rambunctious or like a showman. So if you start pushing says Meta and shit, that's not even going to look real. That's going to look weird because you've never been that type. So what are they going to do, bro? And I told you from the beginning, you got to start paying. Man, who's watched my channel for a year or longer? If you have watched my channel for at least 1 year, say I or yes or something. Let me know in the comment section. If you watch my channel at least 1 year, okay. Anthony Jones. Now I'm gonna test y'all to test y'all memory. Probably around the time DAZN was first coming out, who remembers me saying, you gonna respect these American fighters? That I said I'm gonna make it my mission to make sure the American fighters, even the black ones, especially people who were getting slighted in the media, I said you're gonna have to respect American fighters. Who remembers me saying that? Fast forward to the future. Oh, I'm gonna save that. But who remembers me saying that? I said you Eddie Hearn or whoever you think is not gonna just come out here and take over America and disrespect the American fighters. Who remembers me saying that? Shout out to my man New Meeting. He said I've been on that. Exactly. I said it, I meant it, and now look where we're at. Now the companies that didn't listen to Ego Stradamus, that didn't respect the American fighter, didn't put no marketing behind the American fighter, look at them now. Just look at it. The pandemic, I said this years ago. I said it. I meant it. I still mean it. Now they have the pandemic, so there's travel bans. So old media, they was pushing all the Eastern European fighters, and if you was from anywhere but America, they try to make it look like you was popping. Now we got travel bans where it's harder to move around and fly people in because of the Rona 19. Now look at it. Now you got main events with people. Now you're going to start showing love to the American fighters because you can't fly in certain guys. You can't fly in guys from Russia easily. Lomachenko can because he's a citizen. You know, he has a citizenship. But some of these other guys might not. They might not be permanent residents. So it's going to be harder for them to travel. Now look at you. I told you, you're going to respect the American fighters. Shout out to Welcome to Now Land. Good job, bro. Don't get to watch often, but you be working. Mayweather stamina. Yeah, we got that Mayweather stamina. Appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in with us. I told you, you're going to respect these American fighters. I was going to make that my business. And I feel like we did a great job because now all these people that they try to tell you was hot and stuff, all right, we're going to see. During this pandemic, we're going to see. Because now these same people, they're going to have to main event. Again, traveling is become a chore now. It's become harder to do. So the people, they said like Bevo, he's nice and he'll knock out Andre Ward. All right, Let's see him main event. See how much traction you get from Bevel or whoever. And I'm not saying this to insult anybody, but what I'm saying is they didn't market certain guys. They didn't really, like, for example, Golden Boy has Rashidi Ellis. I've been telling you for a minute, he's nice. From what I can see, he's nice. I'd like to see him. They put no money behind him. This is kind of what we've seen from American fighters outside of PBC, especially black American fighters. We see like it's like an afterthought. It's like how you have someone as good as Rashidi Ellis and the world don't know about that person. Now, even if in the pandemic where other people can't travel necessarily, now what are you going to put Rashidi Ellis on the main event, but you haven't built him up to the point where he's in the same conversations with Errol Spence and Crawford and Danny and all these other guys, Sean Porter. So during this pandemic, I told you it's going to get real because now you're seeing the trend with travel bans and stuff. Now promotions have to actually rely on American talent because they might not be able to fly people around and move about. The budgets are getting cut. So you might not want to fly a guy from Russia to America, to Vegas, for a fight if your budget is cut. So now we're going to see. And I think PBC did the best job of cultivating homegrown talent. So guys like David Benavidez, I've been checking for his career. If you put him, I want to see David Benavidez fight. He could scrap. Guys like Caleb Plant, guys like Deontay Wilder, guys like Errol Spence, all these guys, they've all been branded. But now you're seeing other promotions, right? And I'm telling you what it is. They didn't cultivate homegrown talent. HBO tried this. That's why I said DAZN and some of the other promotions is like HBO 2.0. You've already went here. You've already tried this and tried to make non-English speaking Eastern European, Russian guys the it thing. Now, good luck with that. Good luck. Because it's looking crazy right now. I told you that you want to make dollars in America, you have to build the guys up in America. Like all these UK guys, some of them could be great, but Dillian White, here's an example. Dillian White has fought in America that I know of one time, and it was against Malcolm Tan. So you got to keep him in the UK, you got to keep him over there during the pandemic because you're not going to make more money bringing Dillian White Povetkin here. Do you see the problem? So you're going to keep Dillian White Povetkin across the pond, but then you're going to expect Americans to have full interest in that fight? You see what I'm saying? Top Rank tried to make Loma Stanko the best since sliced bread while treating real ones like Bud like trash. Hey, it is what it is, bro. He said he was fighting Ricky. Hey, Ricky, dog, get up. Let's go. Ricky Tan. Man, it's getting crunch time. I promise you that. It's crunch time. We gonna see. And that's what's wrong with, like, in boxing is people, you got people main eventing. Like, you haven't even built them as main events. How they gonna main event? And then now you think the people are gonna just get behind it because it's boxing? That's not how it works, bro. So we're gonna see. So that's my thoughts. It's about to get real interesting. Like, you can't just introduce boxing. Like I said, it's a niche sport. Like Caleb Smith, the hardcore fans might know who he is. UK fans will know who he is. But can Caleb Smith come fight Canelo with no crowd in Vegas? I want y'all to answer that. And then that's going to do great ratings and direct a lot of traffic to DAZN. Is Caleb Smith with no crowd, if he fought Canelo in America, is that a big fight with no crowd? Are you going to get a return on your investment with that fight? I'm not just talking about the complexity of the fight. Like I think it could be a tough fight for sure. But that's part of the branding. Us, the boxing fans, know when you try to water down the content and production, it's very obvious when DAZN is trying to make the maximum amount of money for the least amount of effort. That's a true point. I told you, boxing is such a niche sport. I feel like that's why it's going to hurt DAZN the hardest, bro. That's why it's going to hit them the hardest and hurt the hardest, because at the end of the day, what fight do they have that's colossal that really can get done in a pandemic with no crowd, with no network, with no pay-per-view? That, like, look at your hands are almost tied, because there's imaginary fights like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. That's an awesome fight. But are they going to make that with no crowd? Hell no. Not straight away. So what's realistic? Name a realistic fight you could do with no crowd, no pay-per-view, and the people, both the guys have been branded, and it'll be a colossal fight in America. What fight? Tell me. What fight could you do with just DAZN, you know, people? Because there's no guarantee that right now. I know Hooker fought Ramirez, and that was Top Rank and DAZN, but there's no guarantee that these cross promotion fights outside of like Wilder and Fury are going to happen straight away in a pandemic. He said Hearns versus his father. I'm done. DAZN will have no crowd and subscriptions. I'm done. Like, I'm really curious. What are they going to do with Canelo? Who is he going to fight with no crowd? Because Canelo, just at least he has a fan base, so you can make some money with the live gate. Who is he going to fight with no crowd that's worth $36 million plus whatever they get, with no crowd and no live gate, no T-shirt sales, merchandise sales, alcohol, beer, cotton candy, concession sales? Who is he going to fight that you can justify giving anyone that much? Unless Canelo's going to take a pay cut. But why would he want to take a pay cut? He'd probably rather do like what you're seeing Ryan Garcia and Terrence Crawford say they're prepared to do. Sit out. You mean to tell me Canelo, the way he acts, he going to take a dangerous ass foe for a pay cut? It's looking crazy, bro. You think Canelo's going to he been getting all these paychecks and got money in the bank, I'm sure. You think he going to fight a dangerous person like Demetrius Andrade for a pay cut? Or you got to put that fight on knowing you haven't done a great job of promoting Andrade, and you put him on a card with YouTubers, and you promoted the YouTuber Jake Paul better than you promoted Demetrius Andrade. So how big of a fight is that? At me, I want to see it because I'm a boxing fan. I know Andrade. I follow his whole career, and I follow Canelo's whole career. But that fight's not as big as could be because DAZN hasn't put no money behind Andrade. You know, they might have gave him some money, but they're not putting him in the big fights. Like, bro, I told you, they want Canelo to be the Mexican Mayweather. It's not happening. Because if you look at how Mayweather was, they always had somebody on deck for Mayweather. Who disagrees with me? They always built somebody that could, in the perception, be ready for a Mayweather shot. Who disagrees with that? There was always a succession plan and guys in place that Mayweather could pick and choose from that would have been big fights. Who disagrees with that? So they've always had a built-in succession plan that he could easily, all right, I'm fighting you. Shout out to my brother, King Corleone. there was always okay, for example, I'll prove it. I'll prove it to you guys. Robert Guerrero beat Berto, had his eyes looking crazy. Short time later, he was the mandatory. He had been calling out Floyd. He got the shot. So whether you thought he could beat him or not, he had momentum in his career. He was the interim champion, and it was Floyd's first fight after the jail stint, so they could make that fight happen. So they had someone on deck for him. Maidana had beat Broner, and that catapulted him because that was considered an upset at the time. So Maidana was considered a danger to Floyd, so they had someone on deck. Victor Ortiz beat Berto, and he established himself, Mexican-American. He got power, big welterweight, southpaw. They said Floyd hates southpaw. Just had beaten, what's the name, Berto, like I said, right? So Victor Ortiz was ripe for a Mayweather fight. They have not created a succession plan for Canelo Alvarez. Meaning, and deeper than that, Mayweather could have fought Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, possibly, even though they're boys. Sean Porter. There's always Amir Khan was somebody that if he wanted to, he could have. So he was able to kind of pick and choose the fights where guys have momentum. Canelo is not like that. Like Andre, they haven't put him in with where he has the momentum that Maidana had beating Broner. You see what I'm saying? Maidana was highly talked about. It was viral because he beat Broner. Demetrius Andrade, I thought he looked a little bit sloppier than normal versus Keeler. And that's such a low-level person that no one wanted to see him fight. It's a good fight with him and Canelo, but he don't have that type of momentum. Floyd fought guys coming off of momentous occasion type of performance. Ricky Hatton beat Costa and Castillo. He beat Costa, and that was considered an upset. Then he fights Floyd when he's undefeated. Momentum. Juan Manuel Marquez had just beat Juan Diaz and moved up from lightweight. Momentum. He was the best lightweight at the time. Pacquiao, that was just a fight that everyone wanted to see, so that was easy. Again, Maidana had just thrashed Broner, and that took his career. That was his best win. You see what I'm saying? He hurt Broner. Mosley had just knocked out Margarito. That's another one. Cotto had just beaten Margarito, who cheated. You see what I'm saying? So all these guys have momentum. Cotto was coming off the Margarito. He avenged Margarito, the first ever loss where Margarito couldn't cheat in the second fight. This dude's an idiot, bro. Now I see why y'all blocked him. He said, who can beat Canelo? Get the fuck out of here. Who can beat Canelo? There's guys that could possibly beat him, but he won't fight him, so we don't fucking know. End of story. And listen how idiotic, bro. This is how idiotic old media is. He said, who can beat Canelo? And please don't say the Charlos. Why can't I say that? First of all, I wouldn't say the Charlos because one's not even in Canelo's division. Why can't Jamal Charlo beat Canelo? That's what I need to know. Listen, old media and the man fans, they wanted this perception that Charlo will get done up by Canelo. If that is the case, why is he fighting Rocky Fielding? Why is he fighting Awash Kovalev? Why is he talking about fighting Ryota Murata? Why is he talking about fighting Sergey Derevyanchenko at 168? Why don't you fight Charlo then? It's easy. You said it's going to be easy. Fight him. Stop it, bro. Bro, it's really a dub for old media, bro. They always hype up Canelo like he can just destroy anybody, but then they will never push for him to fight those Andrades and those Charlos and them David Benavidez and them Caleb Plants and them better Bievs and Bivos. If it's so easy, then why is he talking about everybody but them guys? Bro, they know it don't make sense. They know it don't make sense. Answer me this. If Canelo destroys Charlo, then why is his name never in the conversation? Why is he talking about fighting Billy Joe Saunders, Anthony Durrell, Willie Monroe? Why are the rumors about Ryota Murata? Why not fight Charlo? That's a bigger fight. People, like, if you want to see Charlo shut up, fight him then. Once again, they don't believe it. It's nervous energy. Listen, if you're from the hood, you can always tell the difference between the real ones, the real killers, and the nervous energy. It's just how you move. You don't even have to say nothing half of the time. Like, you can always tell. If Charlo is so beatable for Canelo, then why won't they ever link his name to that? Why has he got to fight Rocky Fielding and all this shit? What? You know they don't believe it. Canelo don't even have good stamina. Name a fight where Charlo had bad stamina, where he was getting winded and tired. That alone shows me that's a good fight. Name a fight where Charlo was winded. Jamal Charlo. I'll wait. Name a fight where he fought and it looked like the second half of the fight he was flat and he had no energy. So just the fact that Canelo take the second half of the fight off is a compelling fight to me. And again, if you disagree, then push for the fight. Don't push for these Billy Joe Saunders and, you know, Anthony Durrell off a loss and Rocky Fielding and Liam. Why are you pushing for those fights then? You should be right here with new media requesting that real shit. There's no doubt that Charlo is a bigger fight for Canelo than Rocky Fielding. So how the fuck Rocky Fielding get the opportunity? Man, we starting to skunk old media. They ain't got nothing for us. Charlo got a chin. When was Jamal Charlo wobbled? When was the last time his stamina looked bad? He has a jab. He's taller than Canelo. He has power. He has confidence. He'll do a better job selling the fight. He's American. He speaks English. And he's brash and trash talks. You know it's a better fight, but you afraid. You pussy. You afraid. You don't want to see it. That's all you got to say. Say, I'm a pussy and I don't want to see it. Because you would be right here with new media pushing for these fights. If Canelo destroys him and all this shit that you want to type, then push for the fight. That's it. We don't have to have no other conversation. Push for the fight. Say, Golden Boy, I will not support Canelo's next fight unless he fights Charlo. They won't do it, though, because they don't believe what they say. These man fans do not believe what they say. Kamal said, old media desperate and getting slaughtered daily. Chris Trucker said, you be thrashing old media. It's over for him. Look at my man. He's from Mexico. Shout out to Renee Box out of Mexico. And he says, we want Charlo versus Canelo. It's a great fight. And see, this is how I know I got him scared. I got him shook because they'll say it like I'm just like I got a horse in the race. Like I only want to see it because Charlo's my boy and all this. I want to see it because I'm a boxing fan and it's a good fight. I haven't even said a breakdown of who would win. I'm just telling you it's a good fight. But they're so afraid to see it, they'll try to misdirect you and redirect you into feeling something else. I've said it. Charlo and Canelo is a good fight and it's a sellable fight. Put it in Texas if there's a crowd and it'll definitely sell. Even with no crowd, it'll sell. You know, it'll sell units like whatever, pay-per-view or DAZN or whatever the fuck. There's no reason for us to be talking about Ryota Murata in Japan, but you could fight Charlo and destroy him in America, which would be appealing to, I don't know, Americans. They don't want it. That would solve the franchise shit, because go get that WBC from the Lions only. Go get the belt from him. Then we don't have no questions about, bro. You see old media, they employ the same tactics. They say Canelo, oh, he'll destroy Charlo, but he won't fight him. You never see Charlo's name or Charlo come out and say, hey, I'm in negotiation with Canelo right now. I think it's going to happen. You don't see that. They say Lomachenko will destroy Devin Haney and he's not ready, but it's Devin pushing for the fight. Explain that. How is Devin Haney pressing up and calling out Lomachenko and Lomachenko barely saying anything? And Lomachenko and his team requested the franchise champion. So if Devin Haney, if it was sweet, you would have fought him. If you thought Lomachenko would no Mosenchenko and all this shit, Devin Haney, then fight him. And then the winner fight Teofimo. But they don't want to go that route. And that's apparent. They should be ashamed of being Canelo fans, really. The Charlos and Andrade have been chasing them from 54 to 68. Facts. You never see those two, especially Andre. He's signed to DAZN. Canelo, majority of his last fights have been with Eddie Hearn fighters. But Eddie Hearn has a fighter called Demetrius Andrade, and we never hear about negotiation. They act like the boy don't exist. They act like Andrade is just a ghost or some shit. Like we can't see this. He is with Eddie Hearn, and he is with your company, DAZN. You never hear about Andrade in deep negotiations and the fight is about to happen. But you hear, oh, Derevchenko could happen, and Anthony Durrell, Kunta Kinte, all these other names before you hear that name. Andrade like Candyman over there. It's crazy. And the walls are closing in. They can get mad. They can make rebuttal videos, but the truth is the truth. And them walls are closing in, and you see it. Mikey Garcia would have stretched Loma, in my opinion. Mikey would have knocked Loma out at 35. That's why they did. Bro, he got knocked down by Linares. Mikey had smoke for your ass at 35. So that's why they didn't do it. Bro, the walls is getting real small. Remember them Indiana Jones movie? Dun, 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 dun. And then the walls with the spikes start closing. That's old media. The walls are closing in, bro. You about to get squished. Boo Boo can't get no work. Why Boo Boo got to fight Selesky and Skittles and all these other motherfuckers, but he can't get Canelo? How Kovalev get Canelo? He almost got stopped by Anthony Yard. But Andrade ain't got stopped by nobody or almost got stopped by nobody, and he can't get it. But let the Cinnabons tell it. Canelo destroy all of them. Bro, Canelo is good. I enjoy watching Canelo. I think he's a skilled fighter. But you know you don't believe what you're saying. That's it. You don't believe it. If Charlo and Andre is so sweet and Beterbiev and Benavidez, why won't Canelo fight Benavidez? You want to fight at 68, fuck everybody else, fight Benavidez. You have a Mexican fighter from Mexico, and you have a Mexican-American on a Mexican-American holiday, Mexican Independence Day. What better way? That's a fiesta in itself. That's a dope fight. You don't ever hear about that. Benavidez called him out. I ain't heard Canelo. Point me to one interview from Canelo or Eddie Reynoso in the last 2 months or this year where they said we want to fight Benavidez this year. Please let me know where that is. Give me the link. Put the link up right now where Eddie Reynoso or Canelo or Oscar with Golden Boy said we trying to make that Benavidez fight happen. Not just said it in passing, specifically honed in on Benavidez. Facts and funny as fuck, Ego. Bro, old media getting destroyed. They getting bodied, man. It's looking crazy. And see, like, I know this sport has a lot of national pride and a lot of racists and stuff. Why wouldn't you want to see a tough Mexican fighter and a tough Mexican American fighter on a Mexican American holiday? Listen, how are there people who will say, oh, I don't want to watch Canelo versus Lada. I don't want to watch Canelo versus Mayweather because they're runners. David Benavidez ain't a runner. And apparently you don't want to see that either. So you don't want to see Canelo versus black or Afro-Cuban because they're runners. Okay, you got a Mexican-American in Benavidez who has a great style to make a great fight for Canelo, and it's action. Truth be told, Benavidez was getting outboxed by Darrell, in my opinion. But he turned it around with a great offense. He's big, fast hands, combination punches. So if you hate the runners, you know, AKA the N-words and the black fighters, then why wouldn't you want to see Canelo versus Benavidez? He ain't no runner. The walls are closing in, bro. The walls are closing in. They say they don't want to see Canelo versus runners. Okay. Put Andre to the side then. Charlo ain't a runner. Beterbiev ain't a runner. Benavidez ain't a runner. But you want to see Billy Joe Saunders. You want to see some Canelo versus Billy Joe. So who runs more? David Benavidez or Billy Joe Saunders? Who runs more? Jamal Charlo, the black guy, the black channels, or Billy Joe Saunders? Tell me who run more. They full of shit. The man fans is full of shit. You say you don't want to see these run. I don't even do the runner stuff. I'm using your words. I'm using your words against you. You say you don't want to see versus the runners. Billy Joe Saunders' style is more running than Charlo. Billy Joe Saunders' style more running than David Benavidez. Billy Joe Saunders' style more of a runner than Beterbiev. So what are we talking? Why you ain't pushing for none of these fights? We get it. You like action fights. You don't like the black channels. All they do is run. Why are the blacks running? You don't like the black runners. Okay, I get it. You don't like the fried chicken. You don't like the collard greens. All the races. You don't like that. You don't like the chitlins. Then all those people I name don't have a running style, and you ain't pushing for none of that. Rat, get them out of my face. They're liars. They're liars. And the walls are closing in. New media, digital mob, bro. They say they hate runners like Lada. They say they hate chickens and runners like Mayweather. But you want to see Billy Joe Saunders as opposed to Jamal Charlo. You want to see Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo as opposed to David Benavidez. You want to see Billy Joe Saunders instead of Beterbiev. Funny how you covering up Wilder twerking. Block him. Pow. In the midst of me talking about Canelo and I'm digging in old media ass, he talking about a man ass twerking. Get rid of him. Cancel that. I'll buy another one. Block him. Boxing general, you generally fucked because the shooters is coming. Pow. Get rid of him. So anyway, yeah, you don't want to see Canelo versus a runner. I ain't never seen David Benavidez run. Even when he's getting outboxed, even in tough fights with Ron Gavro, he ain't running. So what's up? You a whole ego, that's what's up. Your time is coming. Just hang on. They gonna find you. Anyway, so what's up? When is that? When can we get Canelo versus one of them dudes? Yeah, where the shooters? Get rid of them. We ain't got no shooters. East Coast ain't got love for Dr. Dre and Snoop. He said, now you don't want to talk about Wilder twerking. That's what's up. Shooters on lunch break, huh? Big Los, what up? We got the Bay Area also in the building. Yay area. So when is Canelo gonna fight a non-runner? Ooh, the shooters be coming out the cuts. Shout out to Kamal Oz with the body. Give it up for Kamal Oz. Against all odds. He got clipped. He got sniped. Kamal Oz, he bragging about the kill. He said 1 shot, 1 kill. Bro, smash the like button. When they hate, donate. That's all y'all have to do. Me and my shooters, we got this. When they hate, donate. When they hate, donate. That's all y'all have to do. We got this under control, everybody. But anyway, when Canelo gonna fight a non-runner? That's what y'all say. That's what the racists say. They say all these blacks is just running. They're marathon sprinters and Usain Bolt. Okay, David Benavidez ain't. So when we gonna get that? I ain't heard Canelo or his team talk about no Benavidez like that. So when can I expect that fight? Instead of Rocky Fielding and, you know, Brett Favre and all this other shit. He would fight Brett Favre on his way out, about to retire. So the walls are closing in. It is what it is. Old media. It's looking crazy for y'all. Not for us, though. They said Crawford might fight Ugas next. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Skill-wise, that's a good fight. Yeah, Canelo finna fight Brett Favre, you know, and Willie Nelson. Not the boxer Willie Nelson, the singer. He finna fight, what's the dude from American Idol? Ryan Seacrest. Ryan Seacrest and Canelo. He said Canelo versus Bruce Willis. Yeah, I've always been a little impartial for Roy Rogers. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yeah, he finna fight Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Thanks for the advice. He finna fight old Bruce. It's amazing how they totally ignored ducking. Duck Nello, duck it. Bro, they know what it is. They know. Bro, the funny thing is, I'm destroying old media. That's funny. But beyond that, everything they say is cap. They hated Mayweather. The racist Canelo fans, they say they hated Mayweather because he cherry-picked his opponents. He waited for guys to get old. That's the same excuse these same racists use to defend Canelo. Oh, he's earned his spot. He earned his spot in boxing. He can fight who he wants. He's doing what Mayweather did. He can fight who he wants. I won who next? Bro, I thought you hated Mayweather because he was a cherry picker. Now you're saying Canelo is doing what Mayweather did, and you're accepting of this. And you're blaming another man for Canelo and his team's decision. I like how you don't allow people to derail your topic. Stay on topic, and you won't get clipped. Yeah, that's what they try to do because they know they're getting smoked. They know they're getting smoked. And let's not forget, Canelo failed a drug test. This is not my opinion, folk. He failed a drug test February 17th, February 20th. They just want to erase that from their memory conveniently. If Mayweather failed a drug test, we wouldn't hear the end of it. I won who next? Who next? Bro, it's looking bad for old media. They got to do something. So I can't wait to see what comes about in the next few months. I might even do a third stream tonight. I feel good. I feel great. Yeah, hate in boxing isn't equal because people pick and choose. They have certain rules for certain fighters. And usually they put it against the black fighter. The black fighter has a certain standard to uphold and got to fight like, oh, you know, Wilder's resume is pretty trash. If you really think about it, who has Tyson Fury fought? He fought Klitschko and Wilder. So Wilder has the fight in common with Fury in fighting each other. Fury fought Klitschko and Wilder. Who else he fought? Derek Chisora. When they hate, donate. Okay. Canelo's fighting Arsenio Hall. Eddie, you should have put me in your movie, Ed. Quick. You made me kill my brother Tommy. Quick. Yeah, he fighting Arsenio. Woo, 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 woo. He fighting Arsenio Hall. Yeah. Eddie, quick. I feel good, so I might do another stream. We just getting started. This is the end of old media. We just be digging them up and then burying them again. It's funny. Yeah, and Canelo got the loss. He'll never be Mayweather, bro. Anyway, smash the like button. I'm going to get out of here. And I'm going to do 3 questions. Y'all got to be quick, though. 3 questions. Freestyle. I'm going to end this on 3 questions. Anybody got any questions for me? I'm going to do 3 questions. Ego about to snap old media like Thanos. Facts. I'm going to answer 3 questions. It could be whatever about boxing. I got this. If there's anything you want my opinion on, hurry up, though. The game don't wait. Yeah. Three questions. Anybody? If not, I'm going to get out of here. I'm trying to give y'all the opportunity. Bud Spence, I really don't know. That's a bad question. Not a bad question, but I literally don't know. Okay, we gotta get some better questions. You top 5, I don't do all that. I like who I like. And who is okay, that's a good question. Who is the harder fight for Canelo, Charlo or Benavidez? That's a hard question. That's a hard question. That's a good question, bro. I would say it's about equal. And let me explain. I would say it's about equal because David Benavidez is hard because he's going to be bigger than Charlo and bigger than Canelo. So he's going to be much bigger than Canelo. And it's at the 168 mark. And he's a vicious offensive fighter. And he's young, so it's going to be harder to deter. But for Charlo, I think Charlo has different skill set. Like, I think Charlo's overall faster. He has a more consistent, strong-ass jab, stuff like that. And I would say he's a bit slicker. So I think that's going to be really hard for Canelo as well. Afro Rican, your favorite interview? It's probably going to be Andre Ward because I feel like I'm a student of the game. And every time I interview with Ward, I learn something. He's a brilliant mind. So I'll probably say Andre Ward. Like Andre Ward, he talks and you got something to say. And he's a master of words. Like he's very eloquent and he's very astute when it comes to boxing ability. So I feel like I'm constantly learning as I'm interviewing. Kamal, DAZN announces Triple G versus Bill Nye the Science Guy. Hey, you out of control, dude. That's funny though. Yeah, we getting some good ones. Do you see Divine or Demetrius Andrade? Oh, Devin. Devin or I can't tell you, bro. Cause Eddie, he ain't made no American talent. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Cause name an American guy. The biggest guy he ever had, or recently, is Joshua. And this was a guy coming out of Olympics, a gold medalist, in a country where it's different, and you just got loyal fans and less sports to compete with. Eddie has not made anybody pop from America. So I don't know what he can get him. Why do Americans dominate boxing? I think the American style is a brilliant style, and it's been proven effective. See, this is why old media keep losing, because they want to constantly go against black fighters and American fighters and the American style and whatever seems to be working. I'm not saying only Americans are good, but if there are a ton of guys that are good, to go against that completely, that is to fail. HBO tried it. At the end of the HBO little run in boxing, they tried it. They started promoting a bunch of guys from everywhere else but America, and they were trying to lead the charts with fights like Sergey Kovalev versus Igor Mikhelkin. This is Kovalev after he already lost to Dre twice. And who the fuck is Igor Mikhelkin? You know? Bevo versus this person. And that's what their whole programming became. I'm about to get out of here. I know I answered more than 3 though. I'm not really putting Jaron Ennis in there with nobody because I have to see him at a higher level. I like the kid. I like what I'm seeing. He look big as shit right now too. But I can't even see. I'm a real person. I don't just spitball and just guess on these things. I need more data. I need more data from Jaron Ennis, and not in a bad way. But this is what I put every fighter through a boot camp. I'm not going to be sold on anybody until I see you fight the name that sells me on it. Like, I just got to see it. It's nothing against anybody, but boxing's too fickle. It's too hard of a sport for me to just anoint people. So I'm just enjoying guys like that, his journey. He looks dope, but I can't really assess him with somebody that I've seen in there with Sean Porter. I've seen in there with Omar Figueroa and name known guys. I can't really pit the two because I don't have enough data on him. So that's my honest opinion. Can new media start a boxing platform and make money? Shit, we making money right now. Yeah, I mean, if you guys got suggestions, holla at the kid. I'm always about my business. Anyway, that's my time. I'm about to eat something. Chill. It's going to be fun. Old media, you got to do something, baby. You got to do something, baby. We working. Digital mob. Stop playing with me.